Hey there, this is Jill and Carrie. We're treatment coordinators at Warford Orthodontics, and we're here today to share with you a little bit about Invisalign and braces and what would be the best for you so you can make an educated decision and enjoy your ride to a beautiful smile.
So I'm going to start out by just explaining Invisalign to you guys. So this model here has Invisalign on the teeth. Invisalign are going to be these clear aligners that we have you wear, you or your child, approximately 20 hours a day, 20 to 22 hours a day. We do take them off to eat or drink anything but water. So water is the only thing they can be on your teeth for. Everything else they should be off. After you do eat and drink, we of course want teeth to be clean before we put aligners back on our teeth. So we never want to put aligners back on dirty teeth. Braces.
With braces, that's exactly the same thing. So anytime you have a snack, any slushies, any spaghetti meatballs, all of that stuff, anything that you have on your teeth other than water, you want to brush your teeth. All those brackets, tricky to get around. I know it. We find that with Invisalign, it's a little bit easier to keep healthy and clean because there's not a lot of hardware to go around, but you're gonna be brushing after every single time you eat and drink anything besides water with braces as well. One
other thing about the braces is there is gonna be a list of can't haves with braces.
Yeah.
Many of you might be aware of it if you've had them in the past.
No popcorn, pretzels, pizza crust,
gum,
chewy candies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's totally true.
A few things that are going to be off limits for the duration of that treatment. So back to the Invisalign. One unique thing about Invisalign and what we do in our office is we use attachments. So it's going to be hard to probably see, but there's some little bumps on these back teeth here. We call those attachments. We use those in our Invisalign treatment here in our office. We glue them to your teeth at the beginning of your treatment. They stay on your teeth even when your aligners aren't on, and we remove the attachments at the end of your treatment. So the reason we use attachments is it really helps us get extra grip to be able to do some more difficult movements, get extra torque to rotate certain teeth to get them to move in the fashion that we want them to move. So the attachments get glued on, and then your aligners have little bubbles to accommodate those attachments. So they go custom right over top of where your attachments are, and everybody's attachments are different. So Carrie's attachments are different than my attachments, so everybody's is custom made and unique for what you need.
So what we're finding is that, I don't know, a lot of people that have had braces before know that they need to come in every 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes 8, to get their new wire put in. It's called getting your braces tightened or adjusted. And so we would still be doing that if you were choosing traditional braces, if anything breaks off in the meantime, or if you snuck a piece of gum, those types of things, and something happens or the wire pokes. No fun, and you could come in earlier than that. So we would just ask for you to call us in advance. But with Invisalign, the really fantastic thing is because we're sending you home with a whole series of aligners, and we have an app that we help you download, a little bit of technology. It's a little babysitter away from mom, so that mom doesn't have to say, hey, are your aligners in all the time?
And it's accountability for parents.
For sure. And you can
for the adults.
Yeah, for sure.
Accountability.
It is. You get streaks, it's super fun. So because we're sending you home with a whole series of aligners, and you have that virtual appointment with us every single week, we're looking at you every week. We don't actually have to have you come into our office, but sometimes every 3, sometimes 4, 5, 6 months at the latest. So that's pretty incredible. So if you're thinking, I don't have time to keep taking my kid in or myself in,
I live far. I live 3 hours away. I
Yes.
can't come to Bismarck every 6 weeks for appointments.
Cuts that time.
That's a huge benefit that we find with our distance patients. It's the Invisalign.
For sure. Yep. So what else do we need to tell them? Maybe the next thing after they decide today if they want to do braces or Invisalign, do we miss something else?
Well, one thing I wanted to mention too is with the aligners, you will wear each aligner for approximately 7 days. So did we talk about that?
I think we did, but that's okay.
Okay,
It's good
so
to go over it
the
again.
whole idea behind Invisalign is there's going to be subtle movements with each aligner. So you're going to wear each aligner for a week and then move on to the next one. A really common thing we hear is,
oh, Mom, I lost my aligner.
Yeah.
What do we do then, right?
Yep.
Good point. So if we lose that aligner, for sure tell your parents, tell yourself, oh, you have not
Tell
failed.
us. Yes.
Tell us. You actually don't even have to call us, but literally you can just go into the very next aligner because of those subtle movements. So,
And you'll wear it a little bit longer. So
yep.
if you don't get your full 7 days of the aligner you lost or broke, then we have you move on to the next one and just wear it a few days extra, and that'll get you back on track.
Exactly.
Also using our virtual scanning technology so that we're able to see you and point out to you if there's anything that's not looking quite right.
Right, exactly.
So in summary, we hope that you learned something today. We hope you have a good idea of what's all involved with Invisalign braces treatment. And just know that we are here to answer any additional questions. I know we don't have, we didn't cover everything. So we welcome any questions. Carrie and I are happy to answer anything that you might have thought of that we didn't cover. And we hope that this provided you some clarity and insight as to what treatment might be best for you or your family.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I chose braces, and I chose Invisalign.
At Warford Orthodontics, we believe
Many people have a smile
that is limiting their potential.
and after having their smile transformed,
into one that boosts their self-confidence.
They can become all they're meant to be.